YouTube world, what it do? What is good? How's everybody feeling? Especially my Cowboys Nation. Let me buckle it all the way up. Cowboys Nation, how we feeling today, tonight? I'm pretty sure everybody's watching Rams and the Lions. So, ain't trying to keep y'all too long, but we trying to, represent for the Dallas Cowboys today as they do get a good victory up over the Cleveland Browns. I almost said the Cavaliers, but y'all already know it's the one man force size and flavor of DFW Sports. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification chime one time. Follow your boy on X, formerly known as Twitter, as Drewski Self-Made. Y'all already know where we going down. We talk plenty of smack for Cowboys Nation, representing the thread. The thread is very long up on there for Dallas Cowboys Nation today. Man, we're going to talk about this victory that the Cowboys got. What's up, big bro? I see you up in here. What's
What up?
good?
What up, Drewski, baby? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got some good things. Cowboys start off week one with a sharp bang, 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 winning 33-17. Defense holding it down, dominant from the defense. Special teams ended up catching them some points as well. Offense, for the most part, played clean enough, played efficient, did some things.
We didn't beat ourselves on offense. We kept the game. We stayed within the game. We kept manageable down and distance. We ran the ball effectively. Now
Effectively.
I think we had right around 100 yards rushing, but I do know that Zeke averaged 4 yards a carry, which is promising. Um, like
The
I say,
team as a total
I
had
don't think it was an
102
over.
yards rushing on 25 carries.
How much?
102 yards on 25 carries the team ran for. So
Yeah,
you threw the ball 32 times and you ran it for 25 times.
good balance. I'll take it all day, every day.
Something
And
that we
we
were screaming
and
for
that
back
leads
then.
me and that shows me that we weren't in situations with one behind the sticks a lot. Um, Penalties, we need to clean that up. But that's week one. That's to be expected. Not too many teams come out and play a flawless game coming right out the gate.
Unless
So
you're the New Orleans Saints and you're up against the Carolina Panthers.
that's smoke and mirrors, and you know it.
That's why I mentioned Carolina Panthers in that. I just didn't mention I just didn't leave it at New Orleans Saints. I had to mention the Carolina Panthers
Right, because we are going to bring them back down to earth next week.
for sure.
Well, I'm
Hey
not
man,
here.
they got a good defense over there. They got a
So
good defense.
they defense ain't as good. They defense ain't as good as the Browns was. There'll be a lot more opportunities next.
Yeah,
What you mean?
yeah.
Browns finished number one in the league last year.
They was like number
You know
five
that
in the league,
Saints
bro.
team is always different when they're outside of
They
New Orleans.
don't.
Yep.
Not just the
Yeah,
dome, just outside of New Orleans.
They just
yeah,
outside of New Orleans. Period.
Yeah.
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 They don't play. They don't play the same on the road.
Hey, they better get a hold of what's the name? Shanique, number 22. They better get a hand on him.
Be all right.
Looking at this
Okay.
game right here, the money man. It comes down hours to basically to the 11th hour that your man Dak Prescott gets 60 million a year. How you think he performed as he went 19 to 32, 179, one tutty?
No
You go.
picks. No fumbles.
Mm.
We ain't giving it away. We keep on matriculating the ball down the field. I think then that's just the way it is. I mean, whether we pay him 40 million or 60 million, his job is to keep the offense moving the ball. And he did that today. It might not look
I,
like it in the stats, but it was a very efficient game for Dak.
mm,
He
Facts.
didn't
yeah.
force too many throws. He didn't force too many throws. He didn't throw into a bunch of tight windows. I mean, it's you pay your quarterback to win ball games, and he did that. He didn't he didn't do anything to lose us this game today.
No, he didn't.
What you got
I,
on the
I would
board?
like I would like him to take off a little bit more. That's basically it. Man, he played a stellar game. Just take off when it's there. If it's wide open for you, take off instead of always trying to look for the home run play. That's all.
Understood. I still like to see him get his feet settled a little bit
Yes.
more. This whole
Yes.
throwing across your body stuff, that is really not to my taste. But 19 to 32, I think Mike McCarthy did a good job once once Myles Garrett basically wrecked one play. It was like, okay, let's start moving Dak Prescott. Let's start rolling him out the pocket. Let's start getting this pocket active. And Dak Prescott really started torching things. So let's give Mike McCarthy a good little bit
I
about
was
his
just
credit.
about to say,
He made
great
his
coaching
adjustments
job by
and he came
offensive.
through.
Great coaching job by the offensive staff to get the pocket moving. Once they came out and 95 started wrecking the game a little bit. I think he got a sack early on. Got a couple of pressures.
Arlington Martin, man.
Yeah, man. And Myles Garrett, 2 tackles.
Ooh.
So yeah, he ended up with like 2 tackles and one sack, which get a big shout out to Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe, because they didn't allow Myles Garrett to just wreck the game.
Facts, and give credit to the tight ends and the running backs. There were plenty good times I saw running backs coming up feeling for blocking. There was plenty of times I saw tight ends getting some good chips up in there. So big shout out to the offense. They were very much up, ready for the challenge, and they actually played physical enough. I mean, it wasn't a game that was finesse that I saw from the Cowboys.
Right.
Yeah.
The Browns had 3 sacks, which
the first early one that was on Zach Martin, I was like, whoa, come on now.
Yeah. Like I say, I think that overall they played good enough. Now there's some things that we can iron out.
Yeah.
But
CeeDee Lamb had 10 targets, 5 receptions, 61 yards. How y'all felt? I believe he was the upstart for the offense to get going. When Dak felt it was in trouble, what we always say, bro, if you win in doubt, bro, throw it up to 88, bro. Let him go make a play. And I mean, early in that game, that's basically what he trusted and he relied on. And
he did make that one-handed catch on the sideline.
That basically upstarted everything right there. And I mean, give Dak his credit. Once he saw the blitz for a dude who can't read no defense, he saw that blitz and just tossed it up, and he made it happen. He really made it happen.
Another kudos to the coaching staff is the fact is just a caveat of what y'all are talking about, is the fact that when the offense was a little stagnant, they put the ball in 88's hands. They give it to them on end rounds, screens. They're just trying to get the ball in their playmakers' hands, and that's just something we haven't seen from the Cowboys in a few years. When you got a dog, feed him.
Feed him.
Got a dog, feed him.
Yeah.
And we actually
Williams just got rolled up on.
What's up?
Jamison Williams just got rolled up on.
How y'all feel about Z coming back? Z coming back, 10 carries, 40 yards, had a tutty.
Yeah, man. I'm glad they ain't call it a holding play on it when he on that third down play. And he was holding the linebacker.
As far as Z coming back, hey, he was what I think we missed him immensely last year in the red zone, especially inside the 5. We had an opportunity down there this year, this game, and we gave it to him, and he took advantage of the opportunity.
He did do that.
Like I say, he looked good running the ball. Like I say, 10 carries, 40 yards. It wasn't like he wasn't, and he didn't. To me, he didn't look necessarily slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But he looked good for his limited touches. And I think if we can keep Zeke around 10, 15 carries a game, the days of having Zeke tote that thing for 20, 25 times, 30 times a game and giving you 100, 150 yards is over.
Oh, that ain't done.
But Zeke can be effective if you keep his carries between 10 and 15, and and hopefully he can do something with it. But he should be our go-to inside the 5, no doubt. We need to run at least 2 times with Zeke inside the 5.
How y'all feel Rico Dowdle did today? 8 carries, 26 yards. His longest run was for 10 yards.
I think they could have gave him a little more opportunity to work this. You gonna have to let somebody gonna have to tote the mill for you, man. Sooner or later. Say what?
You say somebody going to talk to who?
I said somebody gonna have to tote the mail sooner or later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean, agreed.
somebody gonna have to step up, man.
So you're saying
I
they
think
need to
next
just
week.
have one steady back?
I ain't saying one steady back, but give her a back opportunity to get in the rhythm.
I think we need to give an opportunity to find a hot hand early on in
Yeah,
the
that's
game.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And whoever get the hot hand, let it rock, let
Let
them
it
boys
ride.
cook.
Yeah.
And speaking of cooking, our boy Dalvin Cook didn't get no tick today. Was he active for the game or
No,
huh?
he wasn't active.
Wasn't
Nah,
active. Okay.
nah. He trying to get the plays down from what I heard. So
I mean, I know we've talked a lot about the defense.
Let's go.
Hey,
They
hey,
had
man.
25 pressures today,
How
led
many?
by Michael Parsons with 9.
Yeah. How many pressures did we have?
25. So you talk about somebody that was running for their life. You talk about somebody that's going to be hot tub shouting. It's going to be Deshaun Watson for damn show. He's going to be in the tub tomorrow morning.
Kendricks had 2 sacks. Overshawn had a sack. D-Law had 2 sacks. That's 5. Micah had a sack. That's 6. So defense had 6 sacks. But what I was getting ready to say was I want to give kudos to the secondary, and especially Gary and 21. What's his name? Carson.
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 Kalen
20,
Carson.
I just
And
know
that
21.
was the guy we was worried about today.
Right. And Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy combined had 5 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. Combined. Cooper had 2 catches. Jerry Jeudy had 3 for 25.
Now,
Hell
Cooper
of a
did have a
job by
big
the
drop. Cooper
secondary.
did have a big drop
Big
for a
drop.
touchdown.
Yeah. But
I
that
wouldn't
I
wasn't
feel
him.
bad because
Joker
Deshaun
had
Watson
drop
got pounded on that play,
Yeah,
and
but
he really delivered a strike.
Aquamu was in the game when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Aquamu was in the game. So
which we
it wasn't-
see that don't need to be. I see why they like Kalen Clarkson so much coming out of camp. I see why they said no. We're comfortable putting him in. That man got what
Got busy.
underneath him.
Yeah.
He got busy today. Every time they threw a ball his way, he broke on
It
the
almost-
ball. He was right there. It
Yeah.
was dog.
You know what kind of feel he gives me? He gives me Jackrabbit feels. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what, Jenkins?
Yeah, he kind of
just
gives me
because he
those
wore
type of
21,
vibes.
dog. It's just because he wearing 21.
And I guess it's the dreads too, but it's just, you better be careful when throwing out there. I mean, he had 4 tackles. I mean, your boy came up and filled. Like, he tackled. So
That's
he made
about the defense.
He made Diggs want to hit people. I ain't never seen Diggs hit people like that, man.
That's another kudos to the defense. They tackled extremely well. It was very little yak going on or broken tackles and getting 5 and 6 extra yards. It wasn't too much of that. We got to a point and got them on the ground.
Facts. And you talk about Demarion Overshown closing. I mean, before we get to him, let's talk about Eric Kendrick since we went all in on the offseason. This was one move that you can give kudos to Jerry and them making this move because that dude was solid. Like I think he got player of the game for the Cowboys with 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 pick. How y'all feel about him coming up in here and stabilizing the linebacker room?
Yeah, I like that, man. I really like that.
I can't hear you.
How do you think about Eric Kendricks coming up in here and stabilizing the
love it
linebacker room?
Love it. I hate that he's wearing 50 because that means an injury coming in.
Nah.
Good Lord.
You got that Sean Lee curse, man.
Man, I hope not. What was you gonna say, Bug, about it? What was you gonna say about Eric Kendricks?
I said Michael the one that did cause the pick on that play.
Oh yeah.
The tip pass.
Oh yeah.
And he caught it. You know what I'm saying? He filled in some holes. He popped some people. He did what I expected him to do. As a 10-year veteran, 13-year veteran,
that knows this defense.
That knows the defense in and out.
How y'all feel about Mike Zimmer?
Had a sack, but Watson got out of that. Parson kind of cleared him up on that. So I mean, they all played a part. I like the closing speed of
Demarion Overshown.
Demarion Overshown. Say, man, man. Deshaun Watson thought he was gonna get there He didn't get there.
Bro, he closed like it was a glitch in the game, bro. Like all of a sudden he hit a
He
speed
got
burst.
speed
You know what I'm
burst.
saying?
Yeah.
And, like snatching folks down. I mean, Mike Zimmer, man, talk about it. How y'all feel about him coming out with the game plan that he came out with?
I like
love it.
that. He
And I
ain't
did.
blitzed. He ain't blitzed too much for me, man. Not this go around.
Not too many double A gap
Not
blitzes
good
for y'all.
It
Yeah.
weren't. There were none. He didn't call a single one. He didn't call a single one, and I was very happy about that. See what happens by Zim. See what happens when you don't call double A gap blitzes on 35. You see this and see what happens. You're successful.
I think they held it down for sure. I think they did.
Yeah,
Oh,
defense
man.
played
Without a doubt.
awesome.
Set the tone.
Yeah.
And like we all were saying, it's about withstanding, and they stopped the run good enough. Now, I mean, Cleveland offensive line is beat up. They didn't have their running back, so those are two issues that you got to have to go against. But for the Cowboys, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They set edges, they filled in the middle. When linebackers weren't getting drove down the field, I guess I couldn't really look at Mozzie that much. I mean, I know Osi I saw Osi penetrating and really causing havoc. Now, I can't say I saw too much flash from Mozzie Smith, but when he was in, I didn't see linebackers having to fight off blocks. So how y'all feel about Mozzie? Because if anything, this is something that we're looking forward to him because he might mess around and have to come up off the bench. Looking at how it was.
Didn't he started today, right?
Yes, he started.
Hey
And
man,
that right leg was up too. The right foot was up.
Hey, just to show how dominant we were, I've been looking at I've been talking. We gave up less than 100 yards rushing, and we gave up less than 200 yards passing.
That's good.
That's more than good. That is
damn
like
good.
top 5 defense type stuff.
You can win some things with defensive efforts like that.
Like that, yeah.
Nah,
everybody stay healthy, yeah.
Big fact. Speaking of health, the last thing that we wanted to see was our man Jay Ferguson.
Yeah, but he having an MRI tomorrow.
They say he avoided an ACL though.
ACL, yeah.
They said he didn't need a brace or any crutches. He just had a big
He didn't get a walking boot. Was he in a walking boot? Anybody know?
No crutches, no brace.
Crutches, no walking boot. He played next week.
Yeah, he just heavily iced up.
Yeah, he played. Like I say, he if he ain't had no walking boot on, he gonna play next week. He gonna mess around and come up to that team's machine.
It looked like a MCL.
I thought it was an ankle to be honest with you.
No, he grabbed his knee.
I know, but it looked like he got his ankle rolled up on.
Yeah.
When it happened and they showed the replay, it looked like his ankle, but it was his knee.
I'm praying to God I hope it ain't no meniscus, but could be a meniscus in there somewhere.
Hopefully it's just a hyperextended.
They say they had
That's what I'm hoping that it's just hyperextended.
Yeah, but
I hope it ain't nothing but a scare and he get to play next week.
Because he's gonna be a big part of this offense for sure. But I like what I saw what they did with Hunter Lupick.
Man.
You know what I'm talking about? A good Swiss Army knife right there.
Man,
boy played some good football today.
A fullback, bro. Every team needs I don't know why it went to becoming this old extinct position, but every team needs a good fullback.
He's a hell of a good fullback too.
And if you're running West Coast concepts,
you need a fullback. Fullback, where's it?
Fullback is a mismatch. You know, it's something that people just can't. It's hard to prepare for. I mean, you got to put a big body on them. You got to make that happen. So, looking forward to this. How y'all feeling going into week 2 against New Orleans?
Go ahead, bro.
I just think we blow the doors off New Orleans.
I think it's gonna be a close game. We'll win.
This type of win can springboard us. We open the season with 2 blowouts, and then we get our nut check come week 3 against the Ravens.
I think we're gonna beat the Ravens.
I got that. I think I had that one down as a loss.
And I had it as a win. I had them going 3-0.
I know I had them. I think Ski got the records right. Got the predictions? Did you keep them or?
Nah, I mean it's kept. You just have to go back and look at the film. It'd have to be under further review.
Okay.
But I think Bug did say he had him going 3-0. I think you had him 2-1 just because I think you had him losing to the Ravens. I had him losing to the Browns, but beating the Saints and the Ravens. So I
Yeah,
had him at 2-1 after 3 games.
after I know I had us losing to the Ravens.
I think they're gonna beat the Dogs out the Ravens.
But you think they're gonna struggle against the Saints?
The reason I say they'll struggle with the Saints is because they got two good corners. They also got two good corners, and they got a hell of a linebacker. If Ferguson don't play, that Davison man Davis is a hell of a linebacker who can wreck a game quickly. So I mean, then you got Cam Jordan too. So you got to worry about old Fart. Old Fart Jason out there.
I ain't worried about nothing they bringing, bro.
Okay, bro. All right, bro. You gotta worry about
bro me out. You can all right, bro me all day, bro. But
I just try to be realistic about the thing. I like what they did today. They did a hell of a job today. They came out, moved the ball. I wish they would have ran the ball in the third quarter a lot more than what they did. But hey, it's all good.
Already.
yeah,
Looking over everything, I'm just glad that the coaching staff they looked like they were on offense, defense. They looked like they were just ahead of the curve. They looked like they had their men ready to play. That's been rare that we said that about a Mike McCarthy team coming out ready to play. Now, the first series, you want to talk about gave a brother some heebie-jeebies. I was like, bro, y'all come out with penalties. You give up a big sack.
Penalty, sack.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. But they turned it around, and I mean, and maybe the offseason is a little bit overblown than what it was. This team looks like they still had a talented roster, and I believe Jerry Jones knew that. Bringing Mike Zimmer in seems like this team has a different attitude, period. Just it even seemed like Mike McCarthy got different attitude about him coming out of these games. So
he fighting for his job. So I mean, hey,
he fighting for his life.
Fighting for his life. You gonna have to come out.
Hey, yeah, man. I gotta get these kids ready for bed, man. Make sure they get done. It's a school night tomorrow. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, bro.
All right, now.
All right, man.
I love y'all.
Love you too, man.
Peace.
Yeah, bro. So coming in next week, you got the Saints game going in there. I see what you feeling about. You paying a healthy respect to the Saints.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna just like how we gonna blow those up. Nah, man. You got these teams. Like I was.
But you feel like that against the Ravens, though.
Because the Ravens are so predictable. They run the same. Basically, the Ravens run the same defense as the Michigan Wolverines for the last 5 years.
Man,
am I lying? Everybody that come from Michigan.
I think you're lying because I don't think Michigan had a quarterback that was like Lamar Jackson.
Well, Michigan do have a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. He just won't play his ass. But anyway, that's here and there. Here or there, but it's like, hey man, it's I just try to give a team I don't try to look over teams no more, man. I learned that lesson. I'm not doing that shit. Nah.
Already, I feel you. So it was a great team win for sure. I'm liking what the Cowboys did, man. Appreciate you for joining on, bro. Jumping in, man. I'll let you go ahead and get to Sunday night, man, and I'll chat up with you another time, big bro.
All right, bro. All
right, now.
Later.
Big shout out to the big bros jumping in. Like I said, man, me looking over everything right now, it got a little dicey for the Cowboys in the beginning. You didn't like that they had a couple of penalties to start off the game. I wasn't feeling that. Then you give up it was a lot of negative things that happened, but give credit to the defense. Defense came up, shored up some things. Big shout out to the man, Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer has brought an attitude to this defense. Having Michael Parsons play around everywhere. I mean, he played till he was tired. I expect these guys to get a little bit gassed in the second half just because they just didn't have a lot to they just didn't have a lot of preseason to get up in there. And like we said, Trayvon Diggs, he ended up getting him an interception, off a little deflection that happened. But it's good to see him finally get a pick, get welcomed back to the NFL, as he really didn't get tested as much. Like I said, Kalen Carson. That dude right there played some ball. And like I said, I see why Jerry and this organization has been high on this guy. I see why they say we don't need to go after no corners. We're going to start Carson, and that's how we're going to roll. And hopefully with Zimmer knowing that he has a rookie out there. I mean, the dude went out there, and I mean, it was straight up him on Amari Cooper, straight up. And I was like, damn, Zim, y'all going to go like that with the rookie? You going to really put him out there like that? Travel random. I mean, hey, after a victory, we don't really yeehaw, but we be like, how about them Cowboys? You know what I'm talking about? Big win for the Cowboys, 33-17. I expected this to be a defensive, low-scoring game, but give credit to the Cowboys. Like I said, the offense was efficient. We said make sure you can, make sure you're not throwing the ball that many times. They threw the ball 32 times, ran it 25 times, ran it for over 100 yards with a collection of the backs that they have. Man, it was just a total great team effort. You got a special teams touchdown from Kevontae Turpin on a punt return, which that shows that's a weapon within itself. So now you better be careful on how you punt. I mean, it's been shown that the Kevontae Turpin has been a weapon, but now it's been on full display that you better be careful when you're kicking it around Nine's way, because some special things can happen. Like I said, the defense, 25 pressures. Every time you look back, Deshaun Watson was running for his life. The man got hit a lot of times. And I mean, it wasn't just, getting pressure on him, hitting him. It was really laying wood to that dude, laying Rydell to that guy. They really put pressure, and they really hammered Deshaun Watson. As the Cleveland fans, to their disgust, they booed and booed and booed. And I mean, I can understand, first game of the season and the offense come out looking like that. This defense for the Cowboys was lights out. Like we said about Demarion Overshown before he had got hurt last year in the preseason game. Sat here and said that dude is going to be a football player. And I mean, like I said, his closing speed looked like he had a glitch to him. But we'll look over at the replay, and then once the all 22 come out, we'll also look in that. So we'll also just keep on talking about what happened with Cowboys victory as we get ready to try to turn the page and get ready for the New Orleans Saints coming down here to AT&T Stadium for the first home game for the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all already know where y'all at. Y'all at the battleground of sports talk, baby. This is DFW Sports Wraps on a Cowboys victory edition. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification chime one time. Follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Drewski Selfmade. You can also follow me on Instagram at Drewski. Man, lovely day. The Rangers ended up winning, taking the series from the Angels. So, hey, it's been a great day in the DFW, which we'll talk some more. We'll for sure talk some more DFW sports coming around the way during the week. But tonight it belongs all to the Dallas Cowboys as they win 33-17. Big win. Cowboys collected big smoke. Let's give Jerry Jones, let's give Stephen Jones, Will McClay, because these rookies that they drafted, they showing some good promise. Great promise. Tyler Guyton, I like what I saw from him. Yeah, he got beat once, maybe a couple times, but I like his competitive fire that he had within the game. Cooper Beebe, as you see, we're getting a little bit more push up the middle when we try to run the football. We're actually kind of getting to the second level, which that has been something that this Cowboys offensive line has been missing since they have lost Travis Frederick when he called his career a quits in retirement. So I'm liking everything what I'm seeing, and it's only game one. Of course, there can be some things that can be better. We're going to look at this replay, and we're going to find out what that is. But as far as today, with all the negativity that's been going on since last December or last January, what happened in AT&T Stadium against the Green Bay Packers, everything that's been going on, all the players that you lost, all the coaches that you lost, your coach is on last year of his deal not extended. CD holding out for a new deal, and then Dak Prescott supposedly with his deal. Michael Parsons on the horizon. I mean, it's a lot going into it. It was a lot going into it, and this was a typical game that we kind of felt that the Cowboys don't have no edge. We don't feel like they added enough on the defense. And what did they do with the defense? The defense was lights out. Let's give this organization some credit. As much flack as we give them, and so deserve that they get, let's give them the praise that they should get, because I think they knew that they had a good thing with this roster. They knew they had a good roster. It just needed really some more tweaks. So going all in was just more of just saying, look, we're going all in with the players that we got and that we believe in, and we're going to just take that chance. And you looking, that's what it seems going about it. Now, one or two things can happen. I mean, we might praise the Cowboys a little bit too much, and then they come out next Sunday afternoon in a home game, and they probably look like the Browns. That's how football goes. But if we're trying to get to where we're trying to get to, it's all about being consistent and playing good complementary football, basically collectively playing great team ball. And that's exactly what the Cowboys did from offense, defense, and special teams. Took care of the football. You took care of the football. You took away the football. You were in total command of the game from start to finish. There was no doubt. There was no doubt in this game. And that is a sign of a team that, they whooped ass. That's exactly what they did. So big credit to the coaching staff and the organization. Mike McCarthy, let's give him his props. This team came out firing and they were ready. Team came out firing, was ready. When things got at a little stall in the beginning, what happened? You started putting the ball into your best player's hands. You found a way to put the ball into your best player's hands. Dak, regardless what you're looking at, if it's one-on-one over there, toss it up to 88. That's what he did. Get some end rounds. Let's run. Let's get this pass rush tired. Smart things from Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer. Big kudos to him. Got to give him props where props is at. Let's give Dak his props for all this stuff that's been going down over the offseason and getting his deal extended up to the 11th hour before kickoff. I mean, you felt he could have did some better numbers, but that Cleveland is still a good defense. That is still a good defense that they went up against, and Dak really was in total command, knew what was going on, believed in the game plan, felt with the adjustments, and knew what he was seeing. So the $60 million man get it done along with the $34 million man. They upstarted it and the team followed suit. Running backs, I think you have a great collection that you can do. Not Tony Pollard. Rico Dowdle and Ezekiel Elliott. And then you still got Dalvin Cook, which I know he'll see the lineup sometime soon. He'll see the field soon. I can guarantee you that. Like I said, it's some live, and I know everybody watching Sunday night right now, so big shout out to everybody. But we had to get the Cowboys victory up off our chest, so that's something that we're doing. Like I said, big victory, 33-17. While Sunday night is going, I'll read a little bit of Dallas Morning News, but we're going to start watching over the replay, over the game, seeing about some things, seeing some keys, just seeing what's going on and just get another feel for the game, look back at some different things. I really want to get a good look at Cooper Beebe and Tyler Guyton to see what was really going on. I even want to look at the defensive line with Marshawn Nealon because I think he had 6 pressures out of those 25. So big shout out, big team play. Brandon Cooks did get dinged up, but he ended up coming back into the game. Ferguson, it didn't look good, but the news is coming out that man is not on a crutch. He's not in a brace. He's just iced up. He'll get an MRI on his knee coming here soon. So stay tuned to whatever you get your Cowboys source from and finding out news about that. So big victory for the Dallas Cowboys. We like it. I love it. And I need some more of it as we're going to, go ahead and watch tip off the night with Sunday night football and then, catch some more film going on. Tomorrow I'll be putting in more extra hours at work going in this week. We're going to go get back at it, but I'm trying to make sure we come back at y'all and keep giving y'all some more flavor from the DFW. So we'll talk some Rangers baseball, some things that's going on with them. Jacob deGrom supposedly will he should see action at least the series against the Seattle Mariners. So he's looking to have his last rehab start coming in. So look forward to seeing Jacob deGrom at least coming out and doing some things. We'll have some Ranger news. We'll talk some Mavericks as well. And then as well, we'll try to get ready for the Stars as their preseason for the NHL is getting ready to gear up around the corner. But today, and I think the Wings lost big as well. So we'll talk Wings as well. But today it belongs to the Star, man. Big shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. Big shout out to Dak Prescott getting the victory up. More credit to his defense. But, hey, getting $60 million a year and you get a W, all is well in Cowboys Nation. So until the next time, in between time, man, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification chime. Follow me on X at Drewski Selfmade and Instagram at Drewski, man. I look forward to coming to y'all later in the week or tomorrow possibly. We'll send it out, and hopefully y'all tend to it. Until then, man, y'all already know I'm the one-man force, the eyes and flavor of DFW Sports. Make sure you do everything with love because love always wins, and that's the law. I'm out, y'all. And before I go, you know what I got to say. I can't help it that we them boys.